My name is Poong, class 1, NIM 21104173331. I will read the meaning of management. What is management? Management is essential for an organized life and necessary to run all types of management. Good management is the backbone of successful organization. Managing life means getting things done to achieve life objectives, and managing an organization means getting things done well on top other people to achieve its objectives. Whether management is an art or skills will continue to be a subject of debate. However, most management teams agree that some form of formal academics management background help in managing successfully, practically, and CEO as our university graduates. Hence, the reason for including business degree program in our academic institutions. Management is a self-operating place relating to the function of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, and the application of these principles in the exercising physical, financial, human, and informational resources efficiently and effectively to achieve organizational goals. Definition of management. Many management things have defined management in their own ways. For example, Van Vliet and Peterson define management as a set of activities directed at the efficient and effective utilization of resources in the pursuit of one or more goals. Magnesium, Mosley, and Petrie define management as working with human, financial, and physical resources to achieve organizational objectives by performing the planning, organizing, leading, and controlling function. Greater's definition of management. Management is a problem-solving process of effectively achieving organizational objectives through the offense host of scarce resources in a canning environment. According to F. W. Taylor, management is an art of knowing what to do when to do and see that it is done in the best and clearest way. According to Howard Kontz, management is an art of getting things done through and with the people in formally organized groups. It is an art of creating an environment in which people can form and individuals and can complete towards attainment of group goals. A leader has certain inherent qualities and takes with assets in playing a directing role and wielding commanding influence with others. Leadership is an integral part of management and plays a vital role in managerial operation. Well, management is an integral component of technical as well as social process. The process of management is as old as human civilization. However, and the study of management is a systematic and scientific way as a distinct body of knowledge is only of recent origin. Management is some from or another is an integral part of living and is essential wherever human efforts are to undertaken to achieve achieve desired objectives. The basic integration of management are always at play whether we manage or live or else business. For example, let us look at the managerial role of sample housewife and how the house the managerial ingredients in managing the home fresh she appraise her household and its needs. She forecasts the needs of the household for a period of a week or a month or longer. She takes stock of her resources and any constraints on these resources. She plans and organizes her resources to obtain the maximum benefits out of the resource. She monitors and controls the household budget and expenses and other activities in a large household. She divides the work among other members and coordinates their activities. She encourages and motivates them to do their best in completing their activities. She is always in a search of improvement mentioned goals, resources, and means to attain the goals. These ingredients generally are the basic function of management. Management can be divided in detail in the following categories. Management a process, management as a activity, management as a discipline, management as a group, management as a skills, management as an art, management as a profession. The concept of management is all as the human race. It's the concept of family is regarded that live be organized and result of both are apportioned in a manner so as to make the unity of such resource, taking proper steps to secure the family for attacks by wild animals, planning on where to go fishing and hunting, and form to go with organizing organizing this group into sheep and hunting and fishing bands where sheep gave direction and so on are also tell ingredients of management and organization. A study of various people around the world serves good examples of organizational structures and organizational evolution over the years. I feel like open market in tribal and like department store in a modern city serves to some needs is a similar question which in passing things together that people need. While the tribal organization was simple in a nature, the modern organization is much more sophisticated and complex with many technical innovations. However, the basic form of management and organizational structure seems to have existed since the beginning of organized human activity. Even the recorded history shows the application of some current management takes as far back as BC when the ancient Sumerians observation records in existing governmental operation the exploitation pyramids based early as BC. Represent requires the organized effort of over workers. It will be natural to assume that all functions of modern management, namely planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, played a significant role in the conclusion of this monument seminar. The early civilization of India bears witness to organized living. Management as a system is not only an essential element of an organized society, but also an integral part of life. When thought about managing or managing life is not much different from managing an organization, and this art of management has been with us from time immemorial, just as a well managed life is much better organized, goal oriental, and successful goals. Management of an organization makes the difference between the success and the value of the organization. Perhaps the importance of management was highlighted by the last president of the United States, John F. Kennedy, when he said that the role of management in our society is critical in human progress in service the individual and great need of our time to improve standard of living for people through the effective utilization of human and material source. Similarly, Peter F. Drucker notes management authority has emphasized the importance of management to social living. He approximately nearly 25 years ago that effective management was becoming the main resource of developed nation, and the is what the most needed resource for developing nation. A manager's job is highly crucial to the success of an organizational. The more complex the organizational, the more crucial is to the manager role in it. A good manager makes things happen. The importance of management in any organization was established by Professor Ronald R. Sanders in his address to a group of management development specialists of followers. We must find ways of convincing security as a whole, and thus when who train manager is particular that the relationship problems of our interaction, the getting things done, the implementation, the affirming of a consensus, the making of the right decision at the right time with the right people is where the action is. Ad hoc, we as colleagues haven't learned to give most credit to manager. I hope we can move toward recognizing that managerial and leadership jobs are among the most critical tasks of our security. I choose the professional status that we given to more traditional fields of knowledge that are massively with primary function of management. These are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. The controlling function comprises coordination, reporting, and budgeting, and hence the controlling function can be broken into these three parts. Function based upon these seven function router bullets coordinates the word post curve, which generally represent the interior of these seven function is a way standard for planning, for organizing, as for staffing, the for directing, you for coordination, R for reporting, and B for budgeting. But planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling are usually the coordinate function of management. Planning is foster oriented and determines of an organization direction in it is a rational and systematic way of making decisions today that will affect the future of the company. It is a kind of organic work as well as corrective in strict. It involves predicting of the future as well as attempting to control the events. It improves the ability to foresee the effects of current action in the long run in the future. Peter Drucker has defined planning as follows. Planning is the continuous process of making present entrepreneurial dedication systematical and with the possible conflict of their future organizing systematical the effort needed to carry out this dedication and measuring the result of the dedication against the application through organized and systematic feedback. An effective planning program incorporates the effects of both external as well as internal factor. The internal factor and shortages of resources, both capital and material, general economic trend as far as interest rate and inflation are concrete dynamic technological advancements is raised governmental regulation targeting community interest in stable international political environment. Its the internal factor that affect planning are limited growth opportunities due to saturation regarding diversification, gaining patterns of the workforce, more complex organizational structures, dedication at organizing. Organizing requires a formal structure of authority and the direction and flow of such authority through which work subdivision are defined, arranged, and coordinated so the each part relates to the other part in a connected and coherent manner so to attain the respective objectives. According to Harry Pyle, to organize our business in business is to profit in with everything is full or its function i.e. raw material, tools, capital, and personnel. Thus, the function of organizing involves first the determination of activities that need to be done in order to reach the company goals, assigning the activities to the proper personnel and directing the necessary authority to carry out these activities in a coordinated and consistent manner. It's proper, therefore, that the function of organizing is concrete with inferring the text that must be performed and figuring then whenever necessary. Number two, assigning this task to the personnel will defining the authority and responsibility. Number three, directing this authority to these employees. Number four, establishing a relationship between authority and responsibility. Number five, coordinating these activities. Number three, staffing. Staffing is the function of hiring and retaining and suitable workforce for the activities both and at managerial as well as non-managerial levels. It involves the process of recruiting, training, developing, compensating, and evaluating employees and maintaining this workforce with proper incentives and motivation, since the human element is the most vital factor in the process of management. It is important to recruit the right personnel. According to Court and O'Donnell, managerial function of staffing implies managing the organization structure through the proper and average selection, official and development of personnel to fill the roles designated in the structure. This function is often more critically important since people differ in their intelligence, cognitive skills, experience, physical condition, and attitudes, and this complicates the function. Hence, management must understand in addition to the technical and operational competence, the sociological and physical structure of the workforce. Number 4, directing. The directing function is concerned with leadership, communication, motivation, and supervision so that the employees perform their activities in the most efficient manner possible in order to achieve the desired goals. The leadership element implies showing intrusion and going the subordinates about procedures and methods. The communication must be open both words so the information can be passed on to the subordinates and the feedback received from them. Motivation is very important since highly motivated people show excellent performance with less direction from superiors. Supervising subordinates will lead to continuous progress, respond as well as assure the support that the direction are being properly carried out. Number 5, controlling. The function of control consists of those actions that are undertaken to ensure that the event do not deviate for the pre-agreed plan. The active consists of establishing standards for work performance, measuring performance, and comparing it to these set standards, and taking corrective action and as and when needed to correct and deviation. According to Cons, adult controlling is the measurement and correction of performance activities of subordinates in order to make sure that the enterprise objectives and plans desired to obtain the as being accomplished. The controlling function implies establishment of standard performance, measurement of actual performance, measuring actual performance with the predetermined standard, and finding of out the deviation, taking corrective action. All these functions of management are closely interrelated. However, these functions are highly indistinguishable and virtually unrecognizable on the job. It is necessary to put its function separately into focus and deal with it. Thank you.